Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Give me a second while I go ahead and share this to my timeline. I want to invite you all to come on in. Come on in, come on in. Go ahead and like and share. And we're going to get started here. Running a few moments behind. And also I want to let you know that hold on, hopefully you all can hear me. So what I want to do is make sure that you are following this page and that you turn your notifications on so that you will know when I will actually be coming on live on Wednesdays. All right, I'm going to give this just a second for some people to come on and to join me. I know many people may be getting ready for their Bible study night, but I wanted to keep up with my promise to come on today at 6:30. Last week I was on at 6 o'clock. But anyways, I kind of want to just go ahead and finish out what we talked about. Our part one intro to self-care. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this down. And on last week, we talked about what self-care is and what self-care isn't. And so if you have not already watched the video from last week, you can find it on the page. I am going to actually upload it onto my YouTube channel. All of the videos that I will be doing from now on, I found out that I can actually upload those to YouTube. So you'll be able to watch those at your convenience. Sometimes things can get lost on our Facebook pages. And so we're able to actually download and upload them to YouTube where you can go back and watch. But last week, just to give a really quick recap, I gave you 3 golden rules, and we talked about what self-care is and what self-care isn't. And so one of the things that we talked about, one of those golden rules from last week was stick to the basics. That over time that you will find your rhythm and your routine, and you're going to find what's going to work for you and begin to amplify it. Start with one thing, and then you can begin to add on other things to your routine. The second golden rule or nugget that we gave you on last week was that self-care needs to be something that you actively plan rather than something that just happens. So we have to be intentional about our self-care routine. And then the third nugget was that to keep a conscious mind. In other words, don't see something as self-care, or don't do something in order to take care of yourself. It just won't work. So you have to be mindful and be aware of what you're doing, why you're doing it, how it makes you feel, and what is the outcome going to be. So that's what we talked about on last week. Now on this week, to close us out, I want to briefly go over just some checklists, because every individual has a different meaning or different understanding of what they feel that self-care is. And there's totally nothing wrong, nothing wrong with that. We can give you, and we're going to go over some examples here of just a little checklist that you can actually make that any of us can follow to help us begin to set up a routine. So the first thing on our checklist is to create a no list with things you know that you don't like or you no longer want to do. So some of those examples could be like checking emails at night, not attending gatherings that you don't like, not answering your phone during your lunch or your dinner. So create a no list. And I always say, and I've heard other people say, that no is a complete sentence. So there's nothing wrong with saying no. There's nothing wrong with identifying things that you like and things that you don't like. Because at the end of the day, if it causes you any type of stress, you're not going to want to do it. So we want to be mindful of that. So number one, create a no list. Number two, promote a nutritious, healthy diet. Now, I don't know about you all, but because of the schedule that I have, and I'm so used to being on the go all the time, it can be at times very difficult to eat a nutritious meal. We're so easy to reach for a snack. We're so easy to it's easy to eat, fast food and a lot of processed food. But when it comes to our self-care, we want to make sure that we do have, that we are eating nutritious meals and eating a healthy diet, because that is going to help us in the long run when it comes to achieving our self-care needs. Now, the next one, get enough sleep. And that one just crushed all my toes. Because I can stay up late all night and can function off of a couple hours of sleep and get up and go all the next day. Now, I will put a disclaimer. I do believe in taking naps. So if I get a chance and an opportunity to take a nap, even if it's just 15 or 20 minutes between clients, I'm going to take a nap. So get enough sleep. And adults usually need 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Now, how many of you can admit that you are getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night? I can't even tell you when the last time that I had 7 or 8 hours of sleep. But this is a part of our checklist. This is one of the things that we can do to help better take care of ourselves. The next one is to exercise. So in contrast to what many people think, exercise is as good for our emotional health as it is for our physical health. It increases serotonin levels, leading to improved mood and energy. In line with self-care conditions, what's important is that you choose a form of exercise that you like. So again, when it comes to self-care, it should always be about things that you're going to like, because if you don't like it, you're not going to do it. So exercise, whatever that is. I don't like running, but I don't mind walking. I don't mind. I really don't mind working out. It's just not something that's always been the top of my list to do. But I do get a lot of steps in every single day. So that is contributing to my exercise for self-care. So another point on our checklist is follow up with medical care. And it is not unusual to put off checkups or visits to the doctor. But how many of us are guilty of that? That is a part of our self-care. So we should make sure that we are getting, our physicals, that when we do, our doctor wants to see us in, we should make sure that we are doing the follow-up work so that we can begin to catch anything that may come up. We can catch it in the earlier stages and begin to have a better result of it being resolved. So make sure that you are following up with your medical care. And that medical care also includes your dental care. So you want to make sure that you are at least going to the dentist twice a year, just to get a checkup, to get your teeth cleaned. Good dental hygiene is also essential when it comes to our health. And another checkpoint on our list is to use relaxation exercises and or practice meditation. And you can do these exercises at any time of the day. So it's not something that that you have to, plan out this whole big schedule. You can do it at any point in time. Last week when we closed out our video, we did a brief breathing exercise. And that is something that is really easy for you to do. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time for you to do it. Even when it comes to like meditation, you could take 5 minutes. I like to meditate on the word. Or I like to get a particular word or some type of affirmation that I may be working towards. And I would just begin to meditate on that. Of course, I'm going to promote meditating on the Word of God because what better way for us to do that? Now, next on our list is to spend enough time with your loved ones. And believe it or not, that is a great self-care tip for us. When we are around people that we love, that we care about, your stress levels are down, you are feeling happy, you're feeling joyful. And so we want to make sure that we are spending that time, that quality time with our loved ones. Next checkpoint is to do at least one relaxing activity every day, whether it's taking a walk or spending 30 minutes walking or unwinding. That is so, so important. And I know that a lot of us have, a hard time, in doing that, but it's going to be so beneficial for you is to begin to condition and to train yourself, to begin to renew your mind that you need to take at least 30 minutes a day to yourself to unwind. And whatever that is for you, you have to find what your happy place is. Where's your sweet spot? That's important. And that is so key. Next, we want to make sure that we are doing at least one pleasurable activity every day. Whether it's going to the movies, whether it is cooking, whether it is meeting with friends, you should do one pleasurable activity a day. Some people like to journal. That is pleasurable to them. Some people like to paint. That is a pleasurable activity. Some people like to read. It's pleasurable. So whatever your one thing is, we want to make sure that we are taking advantage and beginning to create a routine for ourselves so that we can have better living. Next point is to look for opportunities to laugh. Laughter, the Bible tells us that laughter is like medicine to the soul. So laughter is something that we can all do. You can watch a funny movie. There are plenty of funny little videos that you can find, even on Facebook and on social media. But laugh. Find an opportunity to laugh. I love to laugh. I love to joke. I love all of that. Of course, there's a time for it. There's a time and a place for all things, but we should look for opportunities to laugh and to spread love through our laughter. So again, I told you that we weren't going to be very long because there is something very exciting that I want to introduce to you all and invite you to become a part of it, and just to let you know what we are going to be doing starting tomorrow and all through the month of March. So we have dedicated March for self-care. And we are going to do a 30-day self-care challenge. And it's going to be real simple and real easy for you to participate. But you have to sign up for it. And I do have the event set up. It is on the Healing Oasis page. So if you look for events, you can go ahead, and all you have to do is go to my website at www.jewelsofwellness.net, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in here now. And all you will have to do is subscribe. And once you subscribe, I will get your email information. And then I will be able to begin to send you out. Now, we will be sending out daily tips, so a daily self-care tip each and every single day, right here inside of Healing Oasis. I will be going live with a wow moments, and wow stands for word of wisdom. So we are going to get some wisdom on some things that we are going to be doing over the next 30 days here in the group. As we are setting up and establishing new self-care routine, as some maybe already have a routine and they may be adding this to it, but I believe that speaking a word of encouragement or a word of wisdom gives us the motivation to continue to go through the process until, what was once just a thought or what was once just a wish becomes a reality for us. And so we want to be well. We want to be well physically. We want to be well, emotionally, in our emotions. And so you're going to be receiving a daily tip. And then you are going to be able to partake of the live wow moments. And you're also going to have a daily affirmation, which I will basically kind of walk you all through. On tomorrow, I will come back in and do another video, and I will walk you through, how to set an affirmation and an intention for the next 30 days. And you're going to want to make sure, that you are doing your affirmation, in the morning and also in the evening, or anytime, you are challenged, anytime, there's any stressors that may come up. You may have a stressful moment, you can remember your word of wisdom and you can remember your daily affirmation to redirect you back to the right path. So you want to make sure that you register, though. You do have to subscribe in order for me to send you and to email you the daily tips. Okay? And then what we're going to be doing for our Wellness Matters for Wellness Wednesdays is we are going to do a 4-week. We're going to be talking about stress. And so the title will be Stop the Stress. And we're going to take a look at stress in the body. What is stress and how it affects our stress? We're going to give you some more tips on how you can reduce your stress. And also to give you some other tools in how to effectively manage your stress and the things that you need to do and the things that you should do. So those are going to be, it's going to be really good. And I'm really excited about presenting this information to you all, because it's my desire to be that wellness specialist who not only just tell you what not to do, but to actually give you practical tools that you can take away each and every single week so that you can be successful in your health and wellness goals. All right. So that is basically our wellness matters for this coming Wednesday, for this day. These are just the things that I wanted to kind of share. Again, I wanted to wrap up on what self-care is and what self-care isn't, and then to introduce you and invite you to join our 30-day self-care challenge. And I'm also asking that you invite a friend, invite a coworker, invite someone that you can that can be an accountability partner with you over the next 30 days. Of course, I'm going to be holding you accountable, but invite someone else to enjoy and join in on this journey with you. So again, we're going to be starting on tomorrow. You will be able to jump in, for those of you that may join a little bit later. We just ask that you just commit to the process, to be consistent and to begin to discipline yourself in order to do those things that are going to put you on the track, not only to wellness of living well, but to live whole. And we're not going to be able to live whole unless we address the total man. So that means that we have to address our body, our mind, and our soul. And if there's any deficiency in any one of those areas, if any one of those areas are out of balance, then it directly affects everything else, because that means that you are going to pull on strength that you need from someplace else. And the sad thing about it is a lot of us live in that mode where we're not balanced, where we're not disciplined, and where we're not taking the best care of ourselves. But it's my desire to put us on the track of wellness to where we can get to where we are truly whole, mind, body, soul, and spirit. So I do thank you all for tuning in on tonight. I thank you for those that are going to join our challenge. And I just pray that that you would just begin to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. It is not by happenstance that you are connected and that you have decided to say yes to take the challenge. So I just want to speak blessings to each and every single one of you. Again, if you did not get a chance to watch the video from last week, go ahead and watch the video. And once I get all of the other this video and the one from last week uploaded to YouTube, I will go ahead and put the YouTube address in the comments. That way it will make it easier for you to find them. So I just thank you all for tuning in, and I pray that you have a blessed rest of your evening, and we shall talk to you on tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.